All right, man, you're going to take a vacation in Costa Rica and you're making plans. And you're going to rent a car. This isn't a video that should I watch it, should I not watch it? No, you need to watch it, and you need to watch it to the end. Trust me on this or I wouldn't be making this video. It's October 30th, 2021. All right, you need to watch this if you're thinking about renting a car. High season's coming, but that's just part of it. All right, man, I'm going to get into it. You need to watch to the end, please. Hey, guys, I'm Michael Allen, TravelCostaRicaNow.com. TravelCostaRicaNow.com is a travel agency. So go to TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Fill out the 4-minute form. You'll be that much closer to the vacation of a lifetime. We're like you. And you, having best friends who live in Costa Rica, who know Costa Rica, totally hooking up your Costa Rica vacation. I love the subscribes, man. Please subscribe. It really helps me out. But if you want to keep updated and see the videos we put out when we put them out, whether it's the interviews or the updates or travel tips, you've got to hit the notification bell. And then you will be notified when we put up a video. And then you can go, hey, man, I don't want to watch that. Or I do. All right, man, let's get into this. I was going to have this kind of a demonstration about this, but I decided let's get to it, man, because we got a lot to talk about. So you want to rent a car. Remember, it's October 30th, 2021, right now, today. Listen up. Since 2019, Costa Rica has not gotten any new cars in the country. All right, or at least, well, okay, let's just go with no rental car companies have received new cars since 2019. Can you hear that saw? I'm hoping my mic, my expensive mic, overrides that sound. So no new cars since 2019. Obviously, like the whole world, not just Costa Rica, there's a serious supply chain issue. Boats outside, you know, big container boats outside of Miami. So there's all kinds of issues with supply chain because of COVID, all right? Now, what that's created is, again, no cars since 2019, no chips for the cars, and another thing which you probably don't think about because you might live in the United States or Canada, they can't get parts down here. They can't get parts. They can't get tires. They can't get tires, all right? So, in some of the fleets here, I mean, I just know this for a fact. So I know a company that has 400 cars. Well, during COVID, they sold 200 of those cars as used cars so they could make some money to make ends meet, we'll say. Anyway, the bottom line is there's a car scarcity into rental car business. I'm not saying there's no cars. I'm just saying there's a lot less of them. And a lot of them are sitting there waiting for parts that they can't get. This issue is not going to be fixed till at least July 20th, 22. Crossing fingers on that. I am kind of deep in this rental car stuff because I provide a great rental car option, which we'll probably talk about a little bit later. So we got car scarcity. We've got car scarcity. So just remember that. Okay? And this is from the top down. This is from the largest car rental agency here. It's affected all of them. Nobody has been spared, all right? Okay, now we need to consider what's the high season here. What are you thinking about? Why are you watching this video? Because you're probably coming in December. You're probably coming in January or February, all right? Or you might even be coming soon in the next few weeks. So the high season, if you didn't know, is around December 1st to around April 1st, okay? But the emphasis would be on December, January, and February. Those are the 3 biggest months, okay? Again, keep that in mind. Now, normal months, like let's say October, if you were to rent a car for a week, it would probably be around $260, all right, roughly. Now, obviously, there's other variables. There's taxes, there's fees, there's added extras and all kinds of stuff. That's for the rental car, but they're all, and so that's just normal time. $260, that's kind of a base. During high season, which is December, obviously they raise the prices and it can be about $600 a week. All right? That's normal, kind of pre-COVID-y, you know? So keep that in mind. Now we got car scarcity. We got a kind of base price of what's going on. So obviously, this is creating somewhat of a supply demand sort of situation, which is kind of a recipe for disaster if you're not dealing with a reputable car rental place. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Don't turn this video off. Oh, they don't have any cars in Costa Rica. All right. Again, they do have cars. Now, let's go over just the normal hazards, the normal problems with renting a car in Costa Rica that have been around since way before me and continue to persist and are a thing. Not an exception, they are a thing, and there's serious. This is why I found another option for you guys, because it was such a problem. We got scammed, dude, 16 years ago, 15, whenever we first rented a car here, when we first got here. This happened to us. So we know, and plus, you know, we've heard story after story, and it still goes on. So what are those normal things you need to look out for? So, a third-party booking site. So anything that says $5 a day, $50 a week, skip it. Skip it. You know, when you hear something's too good to be true, do I have to tell you that? I don't think I do. So skip over that. So what happens is, it doesn't matter. What happens is the price isn't the price. You think when you walk in to pick up your car, hey man, this is what I'm paying. Well, you get in there, which is what happened to us. It's not the price. They didn't include this. They didn't include insurance. They didn't include that, the deposit. You're stuck. What are you going to do? You're in another country. You're in another country. We walked out. We're like, fuck you. Well, guess what? 15 minutes later, because we went to the next car dealership. You don't think they play the same game? We went right back with our tail between our legs and ended up getting a car and getting screwed. They knew it, we knew it, we all knew it, and it sucked. And it can be very frustrating, and it can ruin a vacation, because some of you maybe not have $2,000, $3,000 to put down as deposits and all this stuff they add on when you go to pick up your car. So that's the biggest thing about finding a good reputable car rental place here is transparency in price. The price is the price. When you book the car, it's the same as when you go to pick up the car. So that's the biggest thing, that transparent price. That's the biggest scam. Now, what do you think's going to happen? And this is the other thing that can happen. And now let's put it in again a car scarcity mode and supply and demand mode. Now, I come in on December 24th. Me and my family, I walk in, I forgot to rent a car. But I go to the airport and I say, take me to a car rental company. They take me to whoever they drop me off at. I walk in and say, I want to rent a car. They said, we don't have any cars. I said, but I need a car. And I'm like, so they can make up any price they want to me. So they might go, you know, it's going to be $3,000 for 2 weeks. Well, I don't have a car, I need a car. I go ahead and say, yeah, I don't care. I got the money. Let's do it. Well, guess whose car they gave me? Yours, that you're picking up the next day. This does not happen at reputable car rental agencies. I don't want to scare you like that. I'm not saying this happens to, I'm going to get into this in a little bit. It's not the reputable ones, but the ones that would do the other scam as well will do this one too. So when you come to pick up your car, oh, I'm sorry, we're out of cars. Well, because they rented it to somebody and made like 4 times more money because it was a last minute rental. All right, you understand? Okay, let's keep going. Car scarcity, supply and demand, already have some of these scams going on. Recipe for disaster. Oh, and do not rent your car from Orbit or Expedia, okay? Kind of third party. And it's not about Orbit or Expedia. I'm not bad-mouthing them. They really don't even know what's going on with that. Whatever car dealership they're working with, there's no guarantee with Orbit or Expedia. There's a tie-in to get a car, but that's where it stops. Please, don't use that option, all right? So now, what do? You know what's funny? I just want to say this on a side note. Do you hear this noise, right? Drilling. You hear that? I've been making videos for I don't know how long, 12 years. I literally could go out. I don't care. We laugh about this. This literally happens every video we ever make, no matter where we are. There's a weed whacker going. There's a drill going. There's a dog barking. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's almost funny. Motorcycles go by. We'll be in the middle of nowhere and all of a sudden 2 dirt bikes freaking go by. It's the funniest thing ever, and I bet you anybody that makes videos can probably vouch for that. Anyway, that was a little, sorry, I got off track. Okay, so what do? It's October 30th now. You need to book. If you're coming in December, or January or February, you need to book after you watch this video, but don't leave it yet. We're not done. You need to book now. You need to book now. But you need to book reputable, and I'm going to get into that in a second. You just don't book anywhere you can find a car because of the other reasons, okay? Now, the people I use, they're not going to have any cars after pretty much after November 15th. We're done. So when you write me, Michael, you know, you fill out the form on our page, and the guy that gets back to you is probably going to say, "I'm sorry, you know, we're out of cars." All right. So now, if you're seeing this video late, let's say you're watching this video, you just started talking about Costa Rica, and it's like in December, you ain't getting a car, dude. You're not getting a car. But all right, hold on, we'll see. Okay, so there's something you should know. Okay, what's a reputable, who are reputable car rental places here? Well, if you read any blogs about Costa Rica, and we even use these people too. Adobe is the biggest and best car rental agency in Costa Rica. They just are. They have the biggest fleet. They have transparent prices. They have great service. All of it. They are. We use them. Every blogger, I guarantee you go to any blogger that talks about Costa Rica and talks I don't even care if they talk about cars. I guarantee they're pushing Adobe. Guaranteed. Because why? Adobe pays good commissions. Adobe pays good commissions. We use them. Now, I think I expect more from myself, and I think you guys should expect more too. So what I did about, I don't know when it was, a couple years, 3 years, whenever it was, we found people exactly like Adobe, but not as big, and the cars were not quite as new, so slightly used, still great, you know, great maintenance, actually a little probably even more personable service, and transparent prices, the whole thing. So that's why, as much as I can tell you, you don't want any problems, go to Adobe. But you want cheaper? Me. Because I try a little harder to find you guys the good hookup. All right? So there's a couple. So here's what I want you to do. If you're not finding, first look for cars. Write me first. And if we say you don't have a car, you know, try Adobe. Try Vamos. Vamos is good. We used to work with them a lot until one of the owners quit that we really liked, and they, I don't know, they didn't really talk to us anymore, but they still are a good company. All right. Maybe Budget. There's a few of the big ones. So when you write them, because you're watching this video December 10th and you want a car, if those guys don't have a car, don't go any further. If those people don't have a car, don't go down that rabbit hole and go into Joe's Car Rental Shack, $10 a day. I'm telling you, you're going to get burnt. You're going to, oh, they got a car. Michael, you were wrong. They got a car. Oh, yeah, they got a car for you. Wait. So when you go to these, some of these reputables, try us if you want, or skip over us. Try Adobe, try Vamos, try Budget, maybe Enterprise. If these people don't have cars, stop. Stop. Don't go any further, okay? Now, some of the general tips, if you want to save a little bit of money renting a car, besides, now remember, don't throw me under the bus quite yet. So after this, I mean, this is problem is going to fix itself eventually. There are going to be cars down here, and you definitely should be hitting me up first, no matter what, because I'm going to beat everybody's price a little better and still get all that other good stuff. So now, what are some of the general tips just to save money? Just so you know, you know. It's funny, if you read anything about Costa Rica, everybody said you need a four-wheel drive, you need a four-wheel drive, you need a no, you don't. Not necessarily. You don't. So San Jose to La Fortuna, you know, even Monteverde's paved now. The roads are better. So now you might have to go up the side of a mountain to get your Airbnb, you know, or something, but by and large, you may not need a four-wheel drive like you think you need a four-wheel drive. And if you do need one, you already know you know one, because you're probably going down the Osa Peninsula during rainy season, or you're going down to Malpais or something, you're going back country. Yes, four-wheel drive, but a lot of times you don't need one. You could get like a sedan, and it's going to be cheaper. The manual transmission is also going to be a little cheaper. I'm sure those are going to be faded out eventually. Isn't that happening, right? Anyway, manual, if you pick a manual, you obviously got to make sure you know how to drive it. That's going to give you a little bit of, savings. Also, remember the whole, if your credit card will carry the insurance and you can prove all that, and the rental car place takes it, that's going to save you, and in the insurance thing. And also pick up and drop off. Try to pick up and drop off at the same place. Fly into San Jose, fly out of San Jose, drop off your car, or pick up your car there, drop off your car there. All right, man. So if you're seeing this, this is October. Remember, October 30th. Get off here, and you're coming soon. You are coming soon. You want to rent a car? Rent it. Do it now. Write me now, and and then try Adobe and Vamos and the rest of them, or try them first. Doesn't matter. Anyway, guys, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I go the extra mile to find you these things. It takes a long time to find reputable people. Oh, by the way, this is also. I almost forgot this. This also applies to you guys that want to live in Costa Rica and you're buying used cars. Be very careful. One of my biggest recommendations is I'll probably get shot for this. Don't go to Grecia and buy a used car. Those cars are from the States, and run the VIN number before you look it up on the internet. Run the VIN number, because the story they tell you, that little old lady in North Carolina, well, she must have been in a hurricane, because that's where that car probably came from. You know what I mean? Not saying all of them are. See our cars on the internet, or private, maybe in Facebook Marketplace, or find a private seller. But man, just be careful, because there's no new cars here, which is creating not a whole lot of good used cars. Understand what I'm saying? All right, man, good luck, man. We want to see you in Costa Rica. We're trying to get it together. And if you're watching this video anytime after, like, let's say, hey, maybe it is July. Maybe it is July 2022. Michael, those cars come in. All right, guys, I'm Michael Allen, travelcostaricanow.com. Peace, guys. Hope it helps. Things are going to pop up. Always do your homework and research so you can find people like me giving you good information. Oh, my God. All right, man. Have a good one.